Yes, I'm delighted to be back on Braden's show. I'm Jack, your host. Tonight's guest has starred in cinematic comic books like Wolverine, X-Men, and many more. Please welcome Hugh Jackman. Hello, hi. Thank you. Yeah. Thanks for having me here. And I've got to say, it is an absolute honor to meet you, Jack. No problem. I'm sure if I was you, I would definitely like to meet me. Now listen, usually most people expect you to have this American accent just because of the sort of movies that you've done like Wolverine and X-Men and etc. What's that like on a daily basis? Well, it can be a little frustrating sometimes because obviously because I'm from Australia originally, born and bred, I'm constantly having to switch my accent, from American to Australian. So, especially sometimes on a movie set, what usually happens is there could be like certain letters or certain words. And sometimes if it just doesn't sound right, what I do is I get them to repeat the scene because I am a bit of a perfectionist. Well, that's great. I mean, I've been like that in the past, Hugh. So let's dive in deep and let's see what your early life was all about. So, Hugh, the famous word on Braden's show. Tell us about yourself. I knew that was coming. I knew that. Right, okay, here we go. I was born on the 12th of October, 1968, and that was in Australia, Sydney. Yeah. I had English parents that are originally from New South Wales. My dad was Christopher Jackman, which was actually an accountant at the time. And my mother, Grace McNeil, was a wonderful woman. She really was. Oh, that's brilliant. Now, let me ask you this question. Now, I've kind of read somewhere that you like to do some decent charity work. Is that right? Yeah, absolutely. Yes, definitely, Jack. You got a charity which is it's called the Laughing Foundation, which supports education and community development. But what it makes it extra special, so the charity earns 100% of the profits. That's the beauty of it. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. But more than anything, it's basically to, fight poverty and homelessness and all that. Oh, wow. I mean, that must be a great feeling, to give something back to the community. Well, that's what I've always thought that way, and I've always, said to other people, and and even say to myself, giving is the most beautiful thing that you can do on this earth. So yeah, that's absolutely beautiful. I very much appreciate that. So if you just sort of carry on telling us a little bit about yourself. Well, yeah, it was a little tough when my parents divorced because I was only around about 8 years old. And I was staying in Australia with my father and my brothers. And that's when my mum was, still in Wales. So as I got older, I studied University of Technology in Sydney. So that, I just wanted something to concentrate on. And that's when I graduated in 1991 with a BA in communications. Oh wow! So you're quite an intellectual person. Probably not that intelligent, but I like to think so. I'd like to think so. And then after that, my journey sort of began in Actors Centre, and that was in Sydney, and that's how it all sort of started. I mean, from the level that, that you've gone from, this Australian intelligent genius, and then straight out of Hollywood or Los Angeles or whatever you want to call it as a movie star must just be a great feeling. Yes, it certainly is, Jack. It certainly is. And, I just love what I do. But, at that point, the big breakthrough, which obviously everybody knows, what I'm famous for, is the role in play of Wolverine. So that's when it all really took off. It was, I think it was at 2000 between 2000 and 2004. So, was there anything that you kind of prepared for, when you got the role of Wolverine? Actually, yes, I did actually. Believe it or not, I actually was watching Clint Eastwood, like Dirty Harry movies, and also like Mad Max as well. It was just to sort of get myself in the mood for, when I'm performing, a scene in a movie, and it really sort of helped me concentrate. Then I had to study a little bit of martial arts as well, so that helped me as well in the role. And of course, in the boxing ring of the Iron Giant man, I was watching a lot of Mike Tyson's fights, so that really got me into the spirit of martial arts as well. Did you have to sort of get used to the costume and the claws and everything? Oh yeah, it was quite difficult, to sort of get used to the claws. And I mean, every day, in the living room, I just walked around with these big, massive claws, and just, had to try and get used to it. So I've even got like scars on my legs and that, when I was like practicing my punches and stuff with the claws, and I kept clawing my legs and stuff. I've got to say, considering I took the role, I'm quite a clumsy person, so I'm just very lucky I didn't tell them that at the audition. Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Now, was it true that you were a little bit too tall for the role for Wolverine? Yeah, I mean, not many people know that, Jack. What you've been investigating me or what? No, I'm actually 6'2", whereas they were actually looking for somebody that was like 5'3", so that's a hell of a lot shorter. So yeah, I was again still quite lucky to get the role. And then in 2006, that's when X-Men, The Last Stand. In 2013 was obviously the role of Wolverine, X-Men, and the Apocalypse, and so on. So now, wasn't it true as well that you had an opportunity to play James Bond? Yeah, believe it or not, to be honest with you, just before Daniel Craig actually got the role. Originally, they actually asked me to do the role of James Bond. Yeah. So what happened? What happened then? I would have loved to do it, but unfortunately, I was just about to shoot X-Men 2. So yeah, unfortunately, I had to decline that offer. Well, it's been an honor to meet you. Anything you'd like to quickly say to your fans? If you ever want to be a superhero, just don't do it, because I'll tell you what, it's hard bloody work. Oh, that's awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, Hugh Jackman. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.